Hey, it is great to see you again. This is part dos of a look at houses that we might be able to purchase between 400,000 and 500,000 in the Lynchburg, Virginia area. That's what this channel is all about. Lynchburg, Virginia. Working, living, playing, mostly houses and real estate. But you know, we hit some food spots, we hit some sporting events, some things going out and checking what's going on in the town. But this house, nope, already, first mistake. This video right here is about houses between $400,000 and $500,000. And we saw part one. You can check that out here if you want to take a look at that. And if you've missed it, check it out later. Right now we're in part two. You're not going to be behind the game at all if you just watch part two first. This is a slightly different location. This is about 20 minutes from our first location. This is on the southern end of the city, actually just outside of city limits, also in Bedford County. And we're going to take a look at some homes that have recently sold and one that's active for sale between that $400,000 and $500,000 mark. Shall we start by zooming in on Google Earth? You know I love me some Google Earth. So let's type in an address of a home that sold recently, and then that's on Huntshire Place. And let's zoom into that, and we can see Virginia come into play, and then we get digging down here into Huntshire Place. Zooming around, turning around. We will click on north here momentarily and get us retrofitted so we know which direction we're looking in. Certainly you notice here more trees than in part one. If you saw part one, there weren't a lot of trees right around the homes in part one. This one, there are a lot of trees around this area. Right there is where we're looking. And then as we zoom in and slide up a little bit, you're going to take a look at Poplar Forest. I mean, we're like 3 minutes from Poplar Forest right here. This is a must-see if you like history. If you're coming to visit Lynchburg for a time being, just for momentarily, or if you live here. You know, sometimes what I found living close to Gettysburg myself in Pennsylvania, sometimes we live in a place and we don't visit there or we don't see the historic places at all. That dirt road right there is no longer a dirt road. That is a brand new entrance over to Enterprise. It's a really nice entrance. As a matter of fact, right at Enterprise, you have a little parking area and people park there and they walk that trail. I don't know if that's like a 2 or 3 mile loop if you go up to the Poplar Forest and then back to that parking spot. So you can get some good exercise in there. And there's a paved portion, kind of gravelly portion. Safe for bikes, safe for walking, safe for running. It's a great spot right off of Enterprise. The second thing we want to take a look at is Google Maps itself. You see Waymaker Church up there in the corner. We are right around this area where we see Poplar Forest Golf Course. And let's zoom out a little bit and get a little overall view. There is 221 that runs to the north, 460 and 460 Business, which is Timberlake Road, which run to the south. That red marker is where we're at on Huntshire Place. That's our point, and all the homes that we're going to look at are within 3 minutes of each other right there in that location. As we zoom back out, you can get an overall picture again where Lynchburg is, downtown Lynchburg up there towards the river between that Lynchburg and Madison Heights marking on the map. Now is as good a time as any. I'm not going to get into the map and just show you as we're driving on the map itself, but I will tell you once again, this location pretty central. 10 minutes to the airport and within 20 minutes to all the other highlighted points that we normally talk about. Downtown Lynchburg, Randolph College, University of Lynchburg, Lynchburg General Hospital, probably 10, 12, 13 minutes to Liberty University. Now, let me show you a very specific area that we're looking at for these homes that sold between $400,000 and $500,000 recently. This is since March, the end of March to present, homes that have sold or homes that are active on the market right now between $400,000 and $500,000. First, let me take this opportunity to tell you, yes, it is me. I am JD. I work with that little international real estate company called eXp Realty. It is my goal in life to help the world.
And I just think all those people really helped the world in so many ways. It's really incalculable.
All right, that may not be true. Maybe that's an overstretch, an overreach. I don't necessarily need to help the world. I want to help you. If you are in the market for help, if you need some help, you have my name and my number right there. Feel free to reach out to me at any point to start the conversation. You could be ready to move in a month or in 6 months or thinking about it in a year or just not even sure if Lynchburg is the right place for you. I'm happy to chat with you, talk with you, email with you, whatever you want to do. If I can help you in any way, please let me know. I do not make videos every single day, but every single day I am talking to, texting, emailing people about real estate. So if you find any value in these videos whatsoever, I would greatly appreciate that thumbs up, that value button. If you want to like it, subscribe, if you want to drop a comment, all of those things help bring awareness to the channel and hopefully help me connect to people like yourself. So it's a good experience for you and for me as we connect and make those phone calls and emails that I'm doing every single day anyway. I'd love to do it with people who are like-minded. So when you do that little thumbs up or you subscribe or you drop a comment, it helps push that channel out there into the algorithm. I don't even know what I'm saying right here. You get the point. It helps the channel and it helps me connect with people like you. So that's why I ask you to do it. That's why anyone on YouTube asks you to like it. It's not like an ego thing to say, hey, someone liked my channel. It is because it actually helps the algorithm and it helps other people see the video. All right, let's move on to some business stuff. Here is the screenshot of the area, and I want to see if I can zoom in maybe a little bit to give you a sense of where we are. So here you can see 460 to the southern end. You can see Waterlick really to the southern end. That red marker, that's where we're going to be, and it's going to be just 2 or 3 homes that we're going to look at right in that rectangle. You can see 221 north of this location, and you're going to see some spots that we've talked about. You're familiar with the words and the places: Windhurst, Cornerstone, Richland Hills, Liberty University. You can see these different areas that we're familiar with, and so you have a sense of exactly where we kind of dialed in to take a look at this part 2 in our $400,000 to $500,000 homes that you can get in the Lynchburg, Virginia area. As I said, we're going to look at 2 homes that sold and 1 home that is active, and they're all within 2 or 3 minutes of each other, right inside those trees that we looked at on Google Earth, and it's a beautiful location. Let me show you how beautiful it is. So what you may or may not know, due to the magic of cinema and videography and all that, is I messed up a little bit here. I do have some nice videos showing you driving into the neighborhood and around the neighborhood and up to the homes. So we're going to throw those videos up as we get to the homes, and I'll talk about the homes a little bit and we'll walk through the homes. But I forgot to upload those to my computer, so I don't know exactly what we're looking at as you are seeing them on the screen driving into the area of the specific homes. But let's just talk about the homes themselves, and you can see the video and we'll go from there. The first home we're going to talk about is this 102 Huntshire Place in Forest. Sold for $450,000. It was listed at $499,000, so a little bit of a drop. On the market for 45 days before it sold. Let's do our photo tour. Man, this is a big house, by the way. You can kind of get a sense of how big it is outside. When we step inside, we can see that it's a little dated. The walls don't look like they're sharp, crisp white or off-white or eggshell white or whatever the white is. Linoleum flooring here, most likely. Got the jail bars between the kitchen and the living room area. The wallpaper, the colors. Obviously, you can see it's dated, but I believe this one even sold for maybe under tax assessed value. It did, as I'm looking at my notes. So of course, there's some work to be done here, but if you have the finances to do it, man, you got a lot of space. What is this one here? 5-bed, 5-bath, 5,100 square feet of living right here on 1 acre, built in 1974. The last place we looked at, part 1 of the $400,000 to $500,000 homes, we were looking at new construction essentially. These houses here right in this neighborhood, the Poplar Forest area, are going to be built in the 70s to 80s, so you're not getting new construction. You're going to have to get something that's been updated, or you're going to have to be doing some updating as you go through the process here. Let's jump back in the car and look at video that I don't remember, and I can't really talk you through as we pull up to the second house, just a minute or two away from this first house. This second house listed and sold for $409,000 in 0 days. Like, came and gone, here and left. Available and not available. Let's take a look at this home. This one is on half an acre, a little over half an acre, also built in 1974. You can see inside a little bit of an update here. It's a split level. You have the granite countertops. You have luxury vinyl plank flooring. New roof, new HVAC. You can see the difference between this bathroom and the last bathroom. Living area downstairs, it looks nice and bright. I mean, the white makes a difference. You might not like white painted walls. It might seem a little too sterile for you, but when it's that little like yellow off color, it looks a little dated. So if you can get into a house, I mean, if you're preparing a house, you have to think about those things. A 5,100 square foot house is going to cost a little bit of money to go ahead and paint, and you have all that wallpaper. Then you're in a situation where, do you want to put the time and the money and effort into doing that just to pick a neutral color, or do you want to just price it so that it sells? The next people that come in can do what they want with it. But this home right here, pretty updated, got some nice new features, and as we can tell from the numbers, it sold really quickly. This was a 3-bed, 3-bath, 2,900 square foot home. By the way, we're going to look at another home that's active on the market. Then we're going to just talk about the market generally, what's going on in the market today in the Lynchburg, Virginia area. So you have a little bit of a sense generally overall what's going on, residential properties, single family homes. I'm going to give you some data on that so you know what's happening in our area. And we are back in the car going to where I don't know. Well, I know exactly where we're going. I don't know exactly what you're seeing, other than you're seeing trees and you're seeing a nice, beautiful sunny day. Beautiful out here. So let's take a look at our third house for the video specifically. I'm getting dinging in here a message from my son, David Miller Realty, also an agent. So let me pull up the video of the active property, and I don't know if that's going to ding again on us, but this one has been active for about 30 days, listed at $460,000. I think it was initially listed at $465. We got a little price drop. Yes, there we see it on the video itself. Let's take a look at this. Some of the things that you might like about this place. That big wraparound porch, that's nice. Goes about 3/4 of the way around. What else we got going on here? This is 5-bed, 4-bath, 3,600 square foot, built in 1984. Now, as we have talked about on previous videos, I'm not a fan of these photos. I don't know who did the photos. I apologize if I'm offending the photographer should you happen to see this video, but I think the photos could have been done a little better, and it would make the place look a little better. But here's what we got. It's on the market. Phillies fans, I love it. Go Phils, fighting Phils. We're going to get in the wild card this year. The Braves are crushing it. So this place here, hardwood floors, I do believe, throughout. Pine, I think, if I remember the listing correctly. A little bit dated inside. We have the basement living area with some ping pong. I'm happy to play anyone in ping pong if you come visit me. We have the basement area with the drop ceiling. Not bad right there. That's still on the market. If you want to take a look at that home, then give me a call. And speaking of giving me a call, here's another quick time for a call to action. Look, these CTAs, calls to action, it's not that I want to bug you. It's just that I know you're like me. So what happens is sometimes things hit the radar, you're thinking about it, then you go, I'll do that later, and then you just don't do it. So my second call to action, my second, give me the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. I'm asking you if you would please do that. It's not like it's an emergency.
You texted me, 911, call me,
Yes.
all in caps. Do you know what 911 means?
Yep, you don't have to call me because it's an emergency. It's not 911, but I do want you to feel free to reach out to me. You have my name and number. Again, if you just want to start the conversation, it's not like you have to be committed and say, I am definitely coming to Lynchburg. If you have some questions I can help you with, I'd be happy to do that. And let me help you with this right now. Let's talk about the market. What is the market like in the Lynchburg, Virginia area as I'm making this video. We have had about 450 to 500 residential homes active on the market at any given time since July. Now that's a slight uptick. We were sitting around 400, high 300s for a long time. Inventory still considered low. If you talk to any realtor, anybody in the business, they're going to say, yeah, we're still kind of hurting on inventory, but we're creeping up, so that's a good thing. The last 6 months in the whole Lynchburg MLS, 160 homes have sold between that $400,000 and $500,000 mark. Our list price has been just about $445,000, and our sold price just about $444,000. So we're really tight on the list and the sales price. And average days on the market, 34. I mean, it's still moving pretty quickly. And what the numbers tell you there, low days on the market and the list price and the sales price, the realtors that are out there listing the homes are getting it right. We're pricing it competitively, and there's enough competition that people are buying it. But what you're seeing here is probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, you'd see list price and you'd see sales price way up because there were people just crazy bidding wars, people offering stuff way above list price. So the market is kind of stabilizing, if you want to use that word. It's kind of evening out, but it's still competitive and things are still not staying on the market long. Overall, these last 6 months, we've had about 1,728 homes that sold. The $400,000 to $500,000 mark makes up about 9 to 10% of these homes. And when you're looking at a $400,000 to $500,000 home, the average is a 4-bed, 3-bath home, and that price per square foot is about $183 per square foot. So that is the quick update in part 2 of what you can find for $400,000 to $500,000. Of course, we're not going to do a part 3 on this. We're going to go back to hit different kinds of videos. But there are $400,000 to $500,000 homes all over the place, and there are homes below $400,000 in this area, even that little rectangle that I showed you. So you're in the threes in some areas, mid threes, high threes. If you are looking for a place in the Lynchburg, Virginia area, please feel free to reach out to me. It does not matter what your budget is. Could be $100,000, could be $1 million. I don't care. No discrimination on budget here. If you need help and you'd like to talk to a realtor in the area and you think we might be a good fit, you have my name and number. I would love to connect with you. I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate your time and your effort, and you're joining me here on this channel. We'll see you on the next one.